Welcome everyone to the World Language Department presentation. My name is Mrs. Orantes or Señora Orantes. I teach Spanish, but we have another Spanish teacher that is Miss Martinez. Hello, Miss Martinez.
Hello, how are you?
Hola. We also offer American Sign Language, and we have Ms. Gachowski. And French. We offer French, and we have Madame Angeles teaching French.
Bonjour.
So now we would like to show you a little bit of what's going on in our classes. Okay, so here we go.
At Mercy, we offer ASL, French, and Spanish.
Hi, I'm Miss M. Gachowski, the American Sign Language teacher. In teaching American Sign Language, it's important to also understand and respect the deaf community, deaf culture, and deaf history. And so we like to simulate that in the classroom. It's a community in the classroom, like a deaf community, as well as the Mercy community and the Catholic education community. My classes always start the same. I fingerspell everyone's name and ask them individually how they're feeling that day. And then one of the students will lead everyone in stretches. And then we go on to the various activities through our community building of information sharing and being able to do that in the target language of nonverbal, primarily in the lower classes, and then as they progress through the program to that being completely sign language. So respecting that in the deaf community of not using our voices.
Bonjour! Hi everybody, my name is Madame Angeles, you can call me Madame, and I'm the French teacher here at Mercy. We have all levels of French, French 1, 2, 3, and 3 honors, 4, and 4 AP, which is advanced placement. We also have an active French Honor Society, and we do different events such as National French Week, a crepe sale, and Mardi Gras, just to name a few.
On n'utilisait pas précédent dans le Moyen-Âge, mais il se poursuit avec le NAC.
Écoutez, écrivez.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Bien.
Bonjour, ça va? Bonjour, je vais très bien. Et toi?
Hello, welcome to the Spanish class. My name is Miss Martinez, and I am the Spanish teacher for the level 2, 3, and 4.
Hola, Katie. ¿Estás emocionada por nuestro viaje a España?
Sí, estoy muy emocionada. Nos vamos en 2 días.
¿Va a ser frío o calor?
Hola, Cassandra, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, porque el día está bonito. ¿Y tú?
Estoy bien porque dormí bien anoche. ¿Estás emocionada por la excursión a México?
Hola, ¿usted es la aspirante? Sí, estoy aplicando a este trabajo. ¿Cómo está usted?
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Muy bien.
El piso segundo tiene un cuarto.
¿Dónde vamos a hacer el viaje?
Hacerlo en Los Ángeles.
¿Quieres vestido?
Sí, para verano. ¿Quieres foro?
No quiero. Es muy caro.
Hola Juliana, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Hola Gigi, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, gracias.
In the world language classes at Mercy, integration of skills occurs daily, lessons are relevant, communication reflects real life, building community is an in-class activity, learning is rigorous, and culture is embedded in language learning.
Our department seeks to awaken in students a curiosity for diverse cultural histories and current events, thus incorporating the critical concerns of the Sisters of Mercy. In doing so, it lays the foundation for exploring further involvement and connection to global community service opportunities that will, through language study, tie them more directly to living and acting in a globally minded world and within any chosen profession.
Okay, so let's continue with our presentation now, and Madame Angeles.
Thank you, Senora Arantes. So at Mercy, we offer American Sign Language, or ASL, French, and Spanish. What you see in front of you is a flow chart. So basically, if you start in level 1 of ASL, Spanish, or French, you can expect to go all the way to year 4. We also offer honors classes, which we'll talk about in a second. And it's just a wonderfully robust 4-year complete program that we have here at Mercy. Next slide, please. So in our world language classes, we go by the National World Readiness Standards for Learning Languages, also known as the 5 C's: communities, communication, cultures, connections, and comparisons. So we really stress the application of learning a language beyond the instructional setting. Since world languages is a part of your 7-class schedule, you'll get to see us more than once a week. You'll see us 2 to 3 times a week. And so what we're doing in class is really so that you're able to go out into the world and communicate with your chosen world language. So it's definitely different from some middle school or elementary school experiences in which world language classes may just be within the classroom. Next slide, Senora Antes. Merci.
Okay, emphasis on skill mastery. Department-wide grades are based on mastery of skills rather than the traditional categories such as homework and tests. French and Spanish, reading, writing, listening, and speaking, and ASL, comprehension skills, expressive skills, and deaf culture participation and awareness. Next slide, please. Rigorous academic program. ASL, French, and Spanish offer a full 4-year program with honors classes, culminating in AP for French and Spanish, and a 4th-year honors class for ASL, where the AP exam does not exist yet. Each language has an honor society, and Trilingual Scholar Society is a specialty program at Mercy where motivated students take 4 years of 2 different world languages.
We have language immersions, field trips, and we try to offer opportunities every single year. We also have tri-school courses. As part of our tri-school courses offered at Sarah, we offer 2 more languages. Those are German and Mandarin. And this is the end of our presentation. So we would like to hear if there are any specific questions you would have for us. So you can just go ahead and unmute yourselves and ask.
Question is with the tri-school language, and Sarah, how does that, say with Mandarin or German, how does that work?
We so now during distance learning, it's all through Zoom. So they just need to be able to log in the right Zooms. But during the school year, there are shuttles that would take students over there and then bring them back to Mercy. There's always, it's a small number, but there's always a small number of students taking classes over there, as well as some Sarah students coming to Mercy. So there's already a system in place that would be what each student would need to use.
I see a question in the chat. What are some of the language immersion trips that students go on?
So we have gone in the past to Spain and France, and ASL trips have been, for the most part, more local than abroad. And this has been every other year. We have done French, France, and every other year we have gone to Spain. Everything stopped last year. Well, this last July, last summer. So we are looking forward to everything going back to normal at some point, although we can definitely not guarantee when that will be happening exactly. But that is a goal for us to be actively working toward that. Any other questions?
There was another question in the chat about the immersion trips. Are there any different immersion trips from the learning service trips? I know with American Sign Language, we were planning a trip to Washington, D.C., and that was more of an immersion trip in terms of a cultural aspect of going to Gallaudet University as well as the community around there. That was more of a self-planned trip that we were coordinating with the U.S. history class. So the trips, depending on where they're going to, do have different elements with it.
Thank you. And I see another question. If you're able to change pathways, such as take French and move to Spanish, we are encouraging you to take all 4 years of the same language, as that is always going to look much better for you. But we definitely encourage, and let me actually go to that slide. We encourage you to, yes, definitely take on a second language at Mercy, meaning you would be able to graduate as a trilingual honor student in the end. That would be if you were probably a Spanish speaker already understanding Spanish enough, then you would want to take the AP exam, but that would be getting ready toward your junior or senior year. So that's when we encourage you to take French, for instance, starting at your freshman year. So I don't know if there were any specific questions with regard to the 2 languages and when and why, but that was the quick answer. So you're welcome to unmute yourselves and ask some more. We have 2 more minutes until the end of our presentation.
And I did notice there was a question about Sarah. Does Sarah do an immersion trip for their languages if they're taking Mandarin or German? That's a question that you would have to ask the World Language Department at Sarah. They would be able to answer the question more thoroughly. And the information is right on the screen there. And I can also put it in the chat.
Thank you. So we are about to end now, but we encourage you to go visit our other departments' Zooms. But if there are any other questions that come to mind, we encourage you to please let us know, emailing the admissions office. Okay, thank you so much for coming to our Zoom presentation today.